Steve Nash is out. Should the Lakers bring back a familiar face? We discuss on STNTV. Welcome on inside Voice of Nation Fast Break. My name is David Brickley, alongside Kevin Figures. You sat here last week, Kevin, and you said the Lakers will not win 65 or more games because somebody will get hurt. You jinxed some Steve Nash out for a month with a cracked fibula.
I don't know if I call it jinxing, just being realistic. Look, this team is very up there in age. Steve
Do you
Nash,
feel cool because you were right and you predicted the future?
If it were up to me, Steve Nash, the entire team would be healthy for 82 straight games.
Sure they would.
Just being realistic is all it is, and now
so
Steve Nash goes down.
He hurts his fibula. They say it's a slight fracture in the left fibula. They said he'd be reevaluated in a week, but reports out there saying that he'll miss an entire month.
Right.
So how does that affect the Lakers?
It affects them big time. You lose your starting point guard. Now, obviously, they're still trying to incorporate this brand new offense, which has been a bit of a struggle. So losing your point man for that doesn't help. Steve Nash is a veteran of guy. I think he can come back and get back in the flow of things rather quickly when he does return to the lineup. But the Lakers are not playing very well right now to begin with. So they lose their starting point guard at the beginning of the season.
And if the month timetable is true, that puts him back against New Orleans, to be exact, on December 4th at New Orleans. And he would have missed, I believe, 16 games at that point. Right. So, I'm sure when the Lakers are gelling good and Dwight Howard and Kobe are passing well and Gasol is hitting that elbow jumper and Steve Blake is hitting the outside shot, they're going to have to do it all over again because guess what? You got to insert a brand new point guard.
To a certain extent. I think Steve Nash is a smart enough player, and he's a good enough outside shooter and a smart enough player on the perimeter to where the adjustment's not going to be that steep.
And I think he's focused more on the basketball game. Steve Blake more focused on the guy in the front row that's talking crap to him.
Hey, man, I'll talk about my wife.
I mean, Steve Blake had 2 or 3 good games last year, so that's a huge downgrade in my opinion.
Sure.
And they're going to lose games because they can't. Steve Nash can't play defense, as we all say, but at the offense end, he could do some great things. Steve Nash doesn't really have that advantage on the offensive end.
Well, definitely, and there's a reason why Steve Blake is a backup and has been a backup his entire career. He's not as good at the starter, obviously, as Steve Nash, who's a future Hall of Famer. But he can do admirably enough against most teams in the NBA with the talent of Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol to be able to win most games.
So you miss, let's say, Steve Nash misses 16 games. That's what is that? Almost a quarter of a season.
Right.
Do you bring in a free agent point guard that can possibly spell or help the Lakers out that position for that time period?
If you can find somebody that you think can help you out. There
okay,
really
you got
out there right
you got
now.
Delonte West. You've heard that name. Let me throw a random name out here that may make sense. Derek Fisher, maybe. Bring back D. Fish at the point guard position.
You said you were going to throw out a name that made sense.
Former Laker, knows the team, knows the offense, knows Mike Brown.
I mean, if there is over the hill in a dictionary, a picture of Derek Fisher will be next to it. I mean, look, he shipped him out last year. I mean, look, they brought Ramon Sessions was a godsend.
You don't
to the
have
point
to
guard
sell me. I understand.
Listen, I'm just saying.
At the end of the day, I could play devil's advocate just to be fun, but I'm not because I think Derek Fisher on the basketball court can give you 0.
No doubt.
He can give you 34 seconds maybe and might be able to help you a little bit on some,
Throw him in on .4 again. Maybe
but if he's going to be a special assistant or going to be a locker room motivator or going to be an assistant coach,
Team
of course,
chaplain by all means.
Derek Fisher's a great human being. He's a great, basketball mind. But as far as helping this Laker team on the basketball court, he's done. But again, 50% of Laker fans, I'm sure, would love to see D-Fish back because of what he did for the franchise.
I mean, there's a lot of nostalgia. He's had a lot of big shots, part of all the championship runs. Every championship that Kobe Bryant has won, Derek Fisher was right by his side with him.
If Mike Brown, for some reason, has a terrible start and they just can't get this offense together, if you fire Mike Brown, maybe you hire Derek Fisher as head coach. There's a reason you can bring it back.
That'd be something made out of Hollywood right there.
But we'll throw it to you guys. Do you think the Lakers should pursue former Laker Derek Fisher? Make sure to comment below, subscribe to our channel, and like this video. For Kevin Figures, my name is David Brickley, STNTV.